Yes, greetings out there in social media. First, I introduce myself. My name is Akila Barrett, real name Errol Barrett. I'm the son of Carlton Barrett, who is was the former drummer of Bob Marley and Wailers Band. My uncle was Aston Familyman Barrett, who was Bob Marley bass player. So I am my father's son. Um, my uncle funeral that held at the National Arena. Um, I was so disappointed with what happened there, and this I must expose and I must speak because there's sometimes things you don't hold. Like for all my life, I've been holding a lot of things, and hoping that the people who done the wrong there would have looked into themselves and find a conscience and do the right thing. Um, so the funeral, as everyone say and everyone know, it was rush. My uncle just passed away. This should have waited about 2 months before the funeral, finally happened. And it should have happened on a weekend when people are not working and, my uncle could get the respectable turnout that he should, have turned out. But however, that is not really the point. The point is that my uncle have a lot of children. So at the memorial at the arena, many of them was present. But my uncle's son, Aston Jr., and his side of family decided that the whole thing must be about them. So none of my uncle or the children got the chance to make a speech except one that they favor. So none of them really get to make a speech. They didn't get to perform because my uncle had children that wanted to make speech, my cousins. And a few of them wanted to perform. So this great wrong, I call it evil because it's not one set of children my uncle have. And this is his send off, his send off to you know, be with his ancestors. My father, who is Carlton Barrett, be with my grandmother's mother, be with his children that passed away, Nadine Lapa and um, Dorrit. So this was to be something that, he should have got the send off in a respectable manner. But as I said, that side of the family decided that they want the whole thing to be about them, and I think that they should apologize for that because that is totally disrespect. And that is evil, evil, evil to do something like that. And, and they don't even see the sign. On the way to the funeral, we're heading on Spanish Town road going down, right? Which vehicle you think broke down? The limousine that has them in it, some of the ones that do the wrong. So it's a sign, and they don't see that is a sign. Then, now at the burial, now we're all there, I'm seeing my uncle, the Orthodox priest is doing their ceremonial thing, and then all of a sudden, I'm there beside my aunt Sherry, comforting her because, she was crying. Julian Marley was beside me, so just comforting her, what I mean, because this is her last brother that, has passed away. And we're trying to comfort her to just make sure that, you know, make her know that, the extension of us are here, what I mean? Regardless, but we are here as the extension of our brother children, our two brother children. So all of a sudden I hear a commotion, some nice police there, and I hear that by the time I got down there, it's like a fight broke out. I hear that Aston and Alicia and him draw the card out her hand and so, but I didn't see that. So I was talking to my cousin, that is his brother John, and I said, John, this whole thing have to stop. I said, John, she have a right to be here just like anybody else. So John was saying, boy, she always make trouble and blah blah. But a good thing the Perry driver was there, who drive I think he drive the limousine. So I said, no. He said, I was standing there. She didn't do nothing and has nothing. It was your brother that does that, cause a problem. So I think Aston Jr., you should apologize for what you do. And you have to leave her alone. Leave Alicia alone. Because at the end of the day, she's still my uncle daughter. And what she did to expose what was happening to my uncle, I don't believe she was telling a lie. I believe it's true. My opinion and what I feel and what I analyze. I believe that, that certain things wasn't right, in order to take care of, my uncle, family man. Yeah, so I remember when I come back to Jamaica too, I bought some fruits and returned back to Jamaica. I went up where they live in Waterloo, road to bring some fruits. And so I go by the gate, ringing the doorbell, no one answering, or nothing like that. Then I said, let me look over the fence. I see the car traveling. So they saw me at the gate. I don't, and don't come to the gate for me to give my uncle. And that would have been the last time I said I could have seen my uncle, you know what I mean? But they prevented the rest of the family from seeing him. You can't call him, you can't see him. And it's not, it wasn't the way of love. And all this evil, I can't say selfishness, it's evil that you do. Remember, karma don't sleep. Whatever you do, we have to answer to the Almighty. The ancestors watching, my father is watching, my grandmother is watching, all the extended family who have trod on, have watching and so on, behave, and all of this. We call it disunity, not unifying the family, selfishness, and all of this happened because what? Power, fighting for power, greed, money, and that's all I see is happening. You understand? So, as I can say, be very careful in the way of only trying to attain all of this because the world is watching, the ancestors watching, we are watching, and people is watching. So we have to stop it. And then you need to make an apology to all the Barrett family who were present there and who were not present there. Because what you do was selfish, all about uno. All about uno, that one little side of family. Everybody else get rejected. We don't ever mention nothing. We don't ever say, me gonna read the list of some of my uncle children name. We don't even, we call it, say boy nephew is here for his honorable Bob's degree. Never say, Carlton Barrett's son I just meet and, is there. Then, it's a disgrace. As I said, anything I hold in my heart, And that's why I said to stay out of this whole mix up with, the Wheelers, the Marley, all of these things. I just stay out of it because I know, Jah don't sleep. And everyone will be punished for the wrong they have done. If I do wrong, I will be punished. I'm not exception from it. But I'll go around the world and sing one love, unity, let's get together and all of that. But the love is not there. The love is not there. It's just words. As BG sing, it's only words. So all of them things are, have to stop, it's disgrace. And if we say we are Rastas, our children of Rasta, because me know me a Rasta and me can't speak for the rest of them. But you know what I mean? If you say a Rasta, as Barry White sing, practice what you preach. Yes, I agree, no one is perfect, but at the end of the day, this thing can't keep going like that. You know what I mean? We're all getting old. None of us is getting young. We're all getting old. We're all going there. And it's best to correct things and live in peace and harmony and do the right thing than you leave and you don't have time to correct it. Because enough people think that in the end them can jump in a church or whatever and them claim them repent. That not happens so. You have to pay for what you do. The wrong that you do. So, it really have to stop, It's disgraceful, And as I said, for years more listen don't say nothing at all. I have endured so much things in life, from my father passed away, you know what I mean, and my mother, got hooked on drugs, when I was 13 years of age. I lose my father when I was 14. So it's me treading this lonely road alone, going through a whole heap of tribulation. everything I've been through, Yeah, homeless, hungry, you name it. I don't even want to go in there because I don't, we call it lay in the past. But it have to stop. It must have to stop. It can't keep going on. And this is a problem in the world. This money love, this power struggle and all of this, it must stop. Marcus Garvey said, a race without their knowledge, history, and past is like a tree without root. And that is why we struggle and we suffer because we are not unite. We don't gain wisdom, you know what I mean? And that is where the problem. Yeah, and I say, and I'm gonna say to you, Aston, you can play like your father, copy him, you can't try, you can't even act the walk like him, you can't even put your voice to talk like him, but you'll never be him. All you are is just his son, just like me. I am my father's son. I can't be more than that. You will never be more than that. But if you want to change and be good and the good baseline come out of you and the whole world can we call it groove to it and move to it. It starts with your heart first. Your heart must be clean. I remember Junior read of a song. Him say, I go, a dirty shirt is better than a dirty heart. You can wash the dirty shirt, but you can't wash the dirty heart. So I think you should do a formal apology to the family, because it's really hurting. And I realize just keep going off a leash and all of this thing and it just not stopping. Leave her alone. She's my uncle daughter, just like Uno supposed to be. You hear me say? Supposed to be my uncle children. What you do is selfish, evil, and wrong. I'm a witness it and sit there the whole time. I was there, I don't even say nothing to you, Aston. I mean, I talk, John are the only one to talk to because Mr. John have a better heart than no phone, on that side of family. But you need to stop it, Many things I don't even say, There is even some royalty that coming from my father that Aston, you and I don't know if your brother or whatever, on collecting that money, on the cashing it in and everything. But let me tell you now, I'm going to get a lawyer and straighten this out. And I want all that back thing. And you're not when just give me what you want like usually. We have to send me the statements. Yeah, it's have to stop. Greed, selfishness is destroying on. I need to stop it. What is due to Caesar, give it unto Caesar. As you said your father said, you get pay according to your work. Right. As I remember when I talked to you, I said, oh, everybody jealous of me because my father gave me the bond. And I said to you, did your father give you my father's share of the bond? You could even answer that, eh? Yeah, definitely. Me and my uncle, we have a little argument, a few times, and that argument really is about what he could have done to make us as the children. All right, the mistake he has made, and, during when Bob was sick and during my father, could have prevented my father from probably not dying, by taking him away from my evil ex-mother who killed my father. Me and him have a long argument about it. I remember every 2 weeks he never ever talked to me, but in the end him come around and say, my nephew, you're right. I am sorry. So at least I can say, yeah, him did do that. But there's a lot of things, that wasn't right could be right, So yeah, definitely. So as I'm saying, peace bring love, it bring unity, and it need to be happening. As I said, none of us is not getting any younger. You may be far younger than me, but you're getting there too. So do the right thing because only the right thing you only can do. And I tell you the next thing, Mr. Lenny, leave my cousin alone. You know what I mean? Because all you do is just create mischief and problem. You're a rat, you're a news carrier, and you need to stop it. You're not even Barrett, much less. So just stay out of this. Mind your own business. You know what I mean? Yeah. No matter what them say, blood is thicker than water. So just leave it alone. Stop creating chaos and mischief. You know what I mean? Leave it. Stop. Because karma is there. Don't forget to address. And you know where to find you, Mr. Karma. We see that to many people. Especially when you have children like criminals. God does make things fall upon you and you them. So be careful what you do. Leave it alone. Let peace remain and let peace be there for all of us. That is all we want, peace. You know what I mean? So I'm saying to all the lovers of reggae music and the people of the world, please spread this video. Let the world see. You know, I want everyone to see because this is nothing to be hidden. Every famous family and them go through them whole turmoil and problem. You always have that. You have the troublemaker, you have the mischievous one, you know, you have you have the problem one, the one who just have their own agenda. So this happened. It happened in every famous family, you know, every superstar, movie actor, singers. But sometimes, you see, because I don't pick up the phone and talk to them directly, but I think this is the best way to do it. Expose it. So they themselves can look in themselves, you know, and see them done wrong. And I need to apologize about that. So all I'm saying, peace and unity and love. It is the way of life. It is the way of creation. You know what I mean? Marcus Garvey, seem there on my right. You know what I'm saying? A race without knowledge, history of their origin and past is like a tree without root. My father, Carlton Barrett, father was a Garveyites. I remember when I was in my grandparents' house growing as a little baby, you know, I remember seeing this man in a graduation hat, you know, on the wall when he stepped through the main door. And I wonder who. I remember I said to my uncle, and you know, when I big, I realized that was Marcus Garvey. So I said, but Marcus Garvey was in what family house? I said to, you know, my uncle family man. He said, yeah, your grandfather's a family Garvey. So, you know, there it is. So let us do what is right, you know. So I just want peace in the family, you know, and justice, you know what I mean? And cut the selfishness and the greed, you know? Yeah. And I could have said more and call name and all of that, but it is not my intention to, you know what I mean, build more problem and, you know what I mean, and, you know, just point my finger. And, you know, it's not the way I love. So, as I'm saying, Aston and Mr. Kevin, I realize you dep on a different mission, you know, and your mission is a selfish mission, you know, and your mission, I see, is an evil mission. Stop it. Stop it. This whole thing won't end right. You know, God job punish all. Stop it. Make love prevail. Make peace. You know, and as where them say, as Michael Jackson said, what the man in the mirror. Yeah, begin with you and uno. So it has to be in there. You know, everybody know if I find me, know if I call me. So I'm not hiding. Right. So as I'm saying, the people of the world, the love for Carlton Barrett, the love for Familyman Barrett, who was Bob Marley, Joe Man, basically of the world, just spread the message out there because this is also a lesson for, you know, many people to learn. You know that, you know, this is the problem. You know, when things is not put in place and family are disunify and, you know, things wasn't done the right way. You know, and it just create chaos. Yeah, man. Peace and love. Highway.